This is the 6 yard box. You're welcome. This is the latest transfer news. You're welcome to the transfer hub. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and you know what time it is. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I need to get my mic on. I think my mic is not on yet, so I'm gonna get that on. Hello. Yeah, my mic is on. Hello. Yeah, so yeah, this is the 6 yard box. You're welcome to the channel. This is the transfer news, latest transfer news. This is the first live one actually that we're doing because I've never done a transfer up live as apart from the deadline day. This is the first one I'm doing. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. We're just gonna rattle through the latest news in the world of transfers. It's getting really busy. It's getting nothing here. Wake up, well, yeah. That's another show entirely. Anyway, but yeah, it's getting really hot now. To be honest, business is booming. Everybody's doing deals. There's a lot of stuff out there, and yeah, clubs are trying to make that last signing, make that last what do you call it? Make that last transfer and try and get the transfers over the line. And yeah, I know. Let me get my camera on because I know there's a camera missing somewhere. So let me get my camera on and you know 6 year box. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. We're getting some feedback, so let's sort that one out. We're getting feedbacks. Let's sort that out. That's sorted now, and my mic is fully on, so let's get straight into it. And let me activate my camera. Hopefully the camera will come on very soon. And yeah, it came on and it went off as well. It came on and it went off. So let's say activate. And yeah, that's the camera. You can see that's the camera is on. You're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. This is the 6 yard box, and this is all about transfers. All about transfers. Latest transfer news on today, the 8th of August. No, sorry, the 6th of August, 2025. Let's get straight into the latest transfers as we speak. Clubs have been busy. United, they're the busiest. They're getting loads of deals. Uh, Getting loads of deals done, and they should, man. United are big clubs. They've been, they've been cracking on with loads of. They've been making a lot of noise today. Firstly, let's get into Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko is United bound according to all the tier one sources. Fabrizio is the guy. There's David. Is it David? I can't remember the other guy as well. There's another guy in the UK, but I don't know. I can't remember all their names. Anyway, but Sesko is United bound. They've put in a bid of 69.7 with add-ons. The thing is, what's his name? Lepsip. Lepsip. Is it Lepsip or Lepsic? One, I don't know the name. I think it's Lepsip or Lepsic, one of the two. Um, they've not really acknowledged that. Let me get. I think my battery is weak, so let's get the battery on. That's the guy, Benjamin Sesko is the guy that's in the news. He's the one that's wanted by these two clubs, United and Newcastle. Newcastle they put in their own bid a couple of days ago. That was on Saturday. They put in two bids actually. One was rejected. The second one, I think they said it's been accepted. But Manchester United have not really put in. They put in their own bid, but Manchester United's bid have not been accepted. So we are waiting for. Um, we're waiting for them to accept the bid. But the player has said he wants to go to United, and yeah, once the player says that, there's nothing else to do really. The player is going to United, so um, that's the plan really. So I can see that deal going ahead, and I can see that deal going ahead, and the player will be on his way to United. What's wrong with this thing? Why is it covering my screen, man? Come on, man, just get lost. To be honest, so that is the situation in Benjamin Sesko. The thing has been accepted. Is He's on his way to United. They're in the final. They're making the final. What do you call it? They're making the final arrangements in terms of the deal. The deal will be done, no doubt about that. I think he's on his way to. He's on his way to United. If you're new to his channel, subscribe, like, share all that good stuff. Uh, that's the first. That's the main thing for me, really, in terms of if the player wants to come. I think the players, as well as he's used Manchester United in this situation. He's used Newcastle because when they put in the bid, he never said he didn't want to come. So when they put in the bid, he never said he didn't want to come. He left the door open. Can't blame the players, to be honest. Can't really blame him for doing that. He left the door open, and then United came into the picture. I think United came into the picture maybe earlier on this week, maybe Saturday, and the players basically agreed to go to United. And players do that. They keep their options open. I can see people making fun of Newcastle. I personally, I don't really. I know it's banter and all that kind of stuff. I'm not into all that, to be honest. It happens. That's the way it is. Sometimes players choose clubs they want to go to, and they decide where they want to go. So I can't really, fault players. And they said, at the end of the day, players pick the clubs they want to go, and they do. They do that. They go to the clubs they want to go to, and that's just the way it is. That's the way. That's the way it works out. So yeah, Benjamin Sesko is going to. He's going to. He's going to be going to to Manchester United, big club Manchester United. I think that shows how big they are. They're not doing so well, but they're still pulling big players, and they're basically getting deals done. Also, talking about Manchester United, just earlier on, maybe a couple of hours ago, maybe about 1 hour ago, even less than that, Fabrizio Romano dropped the latest, and he was saying that Manchester United have approached. They will always try and get these deals done, and they will definitely try and go back in for him. Whether they'll be able to get him, that's another question. I don't think they'll be able to get him because I think he's late in the window. So I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult for them to go in and get Baleba. But Benjamin Sesko, definitely, that one is going to be a done deal very soon. I think they'll get that over the line, and we'll see what the guy is made of. Let's go into the other news. There's loads of stuff happening today. It's ramping up. One of the big news out of Tottenham is Sonny. Son has signed for LA. Is it LAFC for about 20 million? He left Tottenham earlier on. Earlier on in the week. As a Tottenham fan, very emotional for me as well. I really enjoyed watching Son. I'm going to drop something about him as well in terms of just watching some of his goals back, and I'm going to do like a little thing in terms of just looking back on Sonny's record and all that kind of stuff. So I think that one is done already. I just need to put some finishing touches to it, and then that one will be coming out very soon. But yeah, Sonny on his way to LAFC for 20 million, which is a very good signing for that league. It's gonna, the Asian community, Asian crowd, the Asian audience in Asia as well. And because Sonny has done that for Tottenham, he's one hell of a player, man. I was watching some of his goals, left foot, right foot. This guy is just he's just a finisher, to be honest. I think we always I'm not gonna put it. We always you always forget about players because you watch them week in week out, and there's always games, there's always matches, and you always forget how good players are sometimes because every season there's another season and seasons after season, and you don't really appreciate. Yeah, he's been really really good, and yeah, I think yeah, we're gonna miss him, to be that's for sure. We're gonna miss definitely gonna miss Sonny. But Tottenham move on. We see what we bring in. We need a big player as well. We need to bring somebody big in. So yeah, let me know what you think about Sonny. Let me know what you think about Benjamin Sesko as well to Manchester United. It's going to be a good deal. I think it's going to be a good signing. The money is a little bit too much. Was about 60 something, so 69.7. I think that's roughly is about how much. It's about how much they should be paying for him anyway. So yeah, he's one. He's a good player. He's a good player. Whether he's going to be good enough for this league, he's growing as well. Still only young, so 22. So he's going to get better. If he's going to develop, but the pressure of Manchester United is so. You can see Ireland as well. He has to show something in that first week or second week or third week. Bang a couple of goals, maybe 2 goals in 3 games or something like that to get the shock, to get the people, United fans to look like, oh, this guy means business. They're also looking at Baleba, that's another player they are looking at, and United are doing, they're doing business, and yeah, that is a very good deal for United, and they're also in talks with the camp of Baleba to find out if he's going to be interested in joining. What do you call it? Interested in joining Manchester United. Let's move on to the next story. Today we've talked about Sonny going to LAFC as well for 20 million. Let's look at the other stories in terms of Tottenham. In terms of Tottenham, yeah, they're looking at Jack Grealish as well. This one is according to a couple of media houses. Jack Grealish is on Tottenham's radar. They're looking at the possibility of signing him on loan from Manchester City. Also, Everton are in talk. I think they've already opened talks. I think I was reading somewhere that Manchester United are looking for somebody to take the wages of Jack Grealish. That's not gonna happen, to be honest. That's a lot of money. So I don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah, I think we'll have to wait and see what happens in terms of Jack Grealish. But yeah, Tottenham, I think that will be something towards the end of the window, and maybe Tottenham will come in at the end of the window and um, try and get that deal done. But that's going to be difficult. That's going to be difficult for Tottenham to do that deal. Maybe towards the end, yeah, maybe. So Jack Grealish to Tottenham, Everton as well. They want him. Both of them want Jack Grealish. There's a couple of deals that's been done already. We've seen a couple of deals that's been done. Also, in terms of Manchester United, in terms of Liverpool, Barcola of PSG as well. I think Liverpool are looking at the option of signing him. I think PSG are waiting to see what Barcola wants because I think they're waiting to offer him a contract. I think he's looking at his role as well, where he wants to play. He wants to play regularly, obviously, because he comes off the bench. Sometimes because I think what's his name plays on that side. I can't remember the other. Due plays on that side, and Due plays on the right, and Kvaratskhelia plays on the left. So they're looking at his role, his options, and they're looking to see what happens. But Liverpool want Bakola as an option. Uh, Maybe if they don't get Isiak, I think that's the plan. So I think Liverpool, they would like to bring Bakola of PSG in, and if he goes to Liverpool, then PSG are looking at Rodrigo. Rodrigo, on the other hand, has been linked to Tottenham for £50 million fee that's been proposed by Tottenham. That's not gonna happen. That deal for me is a no-no, man. I'll be surprised. Tottenham are also looking at Leao of what do you name of AC Milan. Those two deals are the kind of deals that Tottenham are looking at towards the end of the window. And I've got this feeling that Tottenham will make a big signing in this window. They will make a big signing of 60 to 70 million pounds a player. They'll break that 60 million pounds. I think they play 60 points something for what's his name, for Sri Lanka. So I've got a feeling they will break it this transfer window. But who are they going to sign? That's the problem. Who are they going to bring in? Who are they going to sign? But I think they need somebody big to replace Sonny. But the problem is they've got players playing on that side already, Odegaard and Tell. So they need somebody. I think they will bring somebody big in. There's AZ there. There's what's his name? There's Leao, and there's also Rodrigo. Rodrigo for me, that's a non-starter because the player said he don't want to come to the Premier League. No, I think he said he doesn't want to play for Tottenham, or he said something about he wants to stay at Real Madrid and fight for his place. So that's going to be tough from that angle in terms of Rodrigo. But I've got a feeling Tottenham will bring somebody like a marquee signing in this window. There's a player I saw some. It's not been reported a lot, but I saw it in. I think he was on the BBC Sports channel, which is not Sports channel, BBC Sports website. Caicedo is not Cas, not Cas. Is it Caicedo or Casado or whatever his name is? Not the one at Chelsea. This one plays is Mark Caicedo. He plays for Barcelona. He's 21-year-old. This guy is a very good footballer, press resistant, very very good on the ball, wins tackles, but he's a number 6. That's the problem. But Tottenham were linked to him. I think it was last week. That was before they signed. What's his name? They signed Palinia. So maybe that deal for Tottenham is not a good thing. But Barcelona want to sell him for 25 million. If they want to sell him for 25 million, I think that's the deal that Tottenham should have been all over. That kind of deal, you gotta get in and get that player, man. This guy is 21. I don't know why Barca want to sell him. I don't know why Tottenham didn't actually try and go and get him. So yeah, I was reading. I think it was on BBC. I can't remember it's a Spanish newspaper that was saying, Tottenham were looking at the possibility of signing him, but I guess Tottenham they have what's his name in now. They have Palinia in, so that might not be a ghost situation. But I think if that's true, I think that's a big mistake by Tottenham. I would have gone for that guy instead of what's his name? Instead of what's his name? Instead of Palinia, because he's younger. But I guess Tottenham are looking at wages and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, even wages, man, I don't know what the guy will be on. So yeah, we'll see what happens on that one. But that would have been a good signing for Tottenham. That would have been a player that Tottenham should have gone for. I don't know what's wrong with my screen. Hold on a minute. Let's check. It's doing something. Let's check. I'm not sure if I'm still on. Let me check. There's something wrong with the. It's doing something. But I'm not sure if I'm still live. But that's why I don't like going live sometimes. Every time, especially sometimes when I don't normally do stuff live, the stuff that I don't do live, when I do go live, there's a lot of what do you call it, technical difficulties. If you are watching, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the 6 yard box. We're looking to get to 200 subscribers. You can help us really, really well. Appreciated. Let me see what's going on. See if we're still on. Let's see if we're still live. I know we'll still be live, but it's just gonna be. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so we're still on. Yeah, we're still on, but I can't see anything from my side. So let's just continue. Let's rattle on. So, moving on swiftly. I think those are the news. Let's just grab a couple of the headlines in terms of transfers from around the around the what do you call it? From around the newspapers. Let's go through it quickly. It's gonna be a quick one. Let's go through it quickly. BBC. Let's go and let's go through the BBC quickly. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of the transfers, let's see what's going on. Yeah, both Manchester United and Newcastle have marked Chelsea's Senegal striker as their second option. Blah blah blah. That's according to the Athletic. So United are in position now to get Sesko. Newcastle can get Jackson, but I was looking at Nunes earlier. They can go for Nunes. I don't know. Go and get Crystal Palace Mateta. So that's another option for Newcastle. They can go down that route, but yeah, I think they'll get somebody eventually. Newcastle. It's a shame that the transfers are not working out for them as we speak, but sometimes clubs, players reject clubs, so yeah. They're missing out on Sesko, but I think they'll get somebody in. Aston Villa are also bracing themselves for interest from Manchester United in England striker Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins is another option for Newcastle. Newcastle can go for him. He's a good player. United have got Sesko. I think Oli Watkins would be ideal for Newcastle. Newcastle can. He's 29 years old, so maybe around about a bid of about 25 million should be able to get the job done. But we don't know what Villa are planning. RB Leipzig have contacted Liverpool over the potential signing of English midfielder Harvey Elliott. There's a lot of players, a lot of clubs after Harvey Elliott is definitely in demand. With the Reds wanting 40 million plus buyback option for Harvey Elliott, and they want 50 million without one. So they want 40 million plus a buyback clause option, or they want 50 million without a buyback clause. That's according to the Athletic. And then Manchester United have rejected 5 offers from clubs in the Premier League and Italy for 32-year-old defender Harry Maguire. I don't get that one. Harry Maguire, 5 offers from clubs in the Premier League for Harry Maguire. So that means Amorim must really like him. If that's true, according to the Mail, 5 offers for Harry Maguire, and Man United have rejected every single one. So that's saying something about what do you call it? About Harry Maguire. So I think the manager likes him. So yeah, so that's saying something. Also, Juventus are open to selling English centre back Lloyd Kelly, 26, and yeah, I think. And they regard Arsenal's Poland defender Jacob Kiwior, 25, as a potential replacement for him. That's according to Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy. Sunderland, they've been spending a lot of money. They've been buying a lot of players as well. Are keen to sign former Everton striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the free transfer. Although the 28-year-old Englishman wants to wait to see if any other clubs come in. Like I said, players do that. They wait for better options to come in. Can't really blame them for that. And West Ham remain interested in Aston Villa. Jacob Ramsey, 24. I've also seen it somewhere where they're looking at what's his name, Brownhill. I can't remember his first name now. He used to play for Burnley, tidy midfielder. He's a good player. He's a good player, and I think he will fit into that West Ham midfield as well. And according to the Mail, Jacob Ramsey has been linked with Tottenham as well. I don't think Villa want to let him go. And Argentina winger Alejandro Garnacho will leave Manchester United this month, with Chelsea, Aston Villa, and Tottenham all interested in 21-year-old. There's a lot of people interested. I think Garnacho, yeah, will leave, but I think he's gonna maybe probably leave towards the end of the window, maybe on loan. I don't think clubs are willing to pay that. I don't know how much they want for him. I don't think clubs are willing to pay that much for him because they would have snapped him up by now. Liverpool have been looking at a number of young centre backs across Europe, including Parma's 18-year-old Italian Giovanni Leone. That's according to the Times. Liverpool have been looking at centre back for a while. They've been looking at Gay because Konate wants to go to PSG, I think. So there's a lot of moving puzzles, moving what do you call it, piece of the puzzle. It's like a cascading effect. One player moves, there's a space somewhere, and then another player comes in, and then it goes on and on. So yeah, look out for that one. Liverpool. I got a feeling Liverpool will definitely sign a centre back this window, uh, before the end of the window. And also, according to Fabrizio Romano, Newcastle are set to approach AC Milan for 23-year-old German defender Malik Tor, centre back for AC Milan's centre back. Newcastle busy in the transfer window, like I said. It must be really hard for Newcastle. They have all this money, but they can't spend it because of PSR. But they have to do what Tottenham are doing and go and try and build their what do you call it? Their revenue source in terms of where they get revenues from, and make Newcastle a big club all over the world, so they can build their fan base. It's gonna take them time, and that's what they need to. They have to go and do. I bet people there know already. So, I like Newcastle. It's one of the clubs that I like in the Premier League. Also, Nottingham Forest will hold talks with agent of Juventus and Brazilian midfielder Douglas Luiz. He was linked to Tottenham as they attempt to complete a deal for the 27-year-old. Yeah, I think that's somewhere that Douglas Luiz will go. Forest, they've got a lot of good midfielders though. So yeah, there's Anderson. There is they got a lot of good midfielders. So I won't be surprised if he ends up there. And yeah, so I spoke about this already. Tottenham want to add to their attacking options and have AC Milan's Portugal forward Rafael Leao, 26, and 24-year-old Real Madrid and Brazilian winger Rodrigo, and that's the one I spoke about earlier. I think Rodrigo will be very, very. If Tottenham pull that Rodrigo deal off, I'll be very, very surprised. But I've got a feeling that Daniel Levy will get a marquee signing before the window closes. I've got that feeling. I don't know who that could be, but I've got a feeling it's likely going to be maybe Rafael Leao if he wants to leave AC Milan. But those deals are going to be tough. Those days very difficult dealing with all those big players from other top clubs in other top countries. It's very difficult. It's okay going to RB, picking up players, or going to Sporting, but when you are getting top players at those big clubs, Italian clubs or Spanish clubs, it's very difficult to do the deals. When was the last time an English club got a big player from one of the foreign clubs, especially the top clubs in the top leagues? I'm talking about Spanish, Italian leagues, or even German leagues. It's very maybe what's his name, Florian Wirtz, from what's it called, Leverkusen to Liverpool for a big fee, and see how long that took, and see how much they paid for him. It took a while, but they paid a lot of money for him. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what they do. But the big story today is Sesko on his way to United. United are they're the team of the day in terms of transfers. They're also in talks with Baleba as the representative to sign the Brighton midfielder. And yeah, Tottenham as well. Grealish, they're talking to Grealish. They open talks with Grealish. Everton has open talks with Grealish as well. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. I think Grealish will fit into Tottenham as a number 10. I think Tottenham need a number 10, like everybody keeps saying. As a Tottenham fan, I don't really care, to be honest. Grealish, yeah, bring him in. We need a number 10. He can do a job in there. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's going to be tough, though. I've got a feeling Tottenham do late deals, but I've got a feeling there's going to be a big deal coming very, very soon. So, yeah. It's all about Manchester United. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. This is the first live show, transfer news, transfer hub, where we talk about all things transfers, and look out for all the other content as well. The league is starting very soon. We're going to do the Footy Mad podcast, first one for the season, where we do our review, look at the Premier League, look at the teams, different teams, what they're going to do, and try and predict the Premier League for the next season. And yeah, if you're a content creator, you do football, want to collabo, let me know, drop me a line, and we can collab and do some stuff together. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the 6 Yard Box, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care, and God bless.